It's not that easy to make your life decisions all by yourself. You need support and guidance from the right kind of people. The only thing that hits me is that why do some people control your life, make decisions for you, and eventually write your destiny? This actually reminds me of what I experienced about 3 years back when I was about to complete the 8th grade. So at school, it was time for us to choose one subject from 3 options that we would be studying for the next 2 years. And this subject was supposed to be super important for us. At the time, I actually wanted to study the subject that most people did not choose. My parents were helping me figure out what I actually wanted to do with my life. They were really supportive and they were sure that I could make magic out of whatever decision I take. However, there were some people, which included my seniors, my neighbors, and my relatives, who gave me a variety of reactions that made me doubt my very own abilities. My seniors laughed at me in disbelief. They laughed at me because I didn't choose the subject that they did. My neighbors and relatives were disheartened by the fact that I did not choose a so-called good subject. They were apparently concerned about my future. They said that if I did not choose that subject, I would not get into a good college, I would not get a good job, and my life would get ruined. People were manipulating me in their best possible ways that I started to question my own choice. But in spite of all that, I ignored all of the people who came out at me and I went on to choose the subject that I really loved and wanted to study. And here I am today, standing happier as ever in front of you all with no regrets. To be very honest, I think that this decision was the best decision I had taken in my life so far. Now, if you ask me what made me realize what I actually wanted to choose and what gave me the strength to stand up for it, this is what I'll say. The only thing that comes to my mind is passion. You know what you want only when you love it to the fullest. Unless you are ready to put your heart and soul into it, then there is no point in investing your time in it. That is when you'll realize what you actually want. But nothing in life comes without criticism, right? You've got to deal with the people, or to be very precise, millions of people who will come out at you. It is your duty to make sure that you take a stand up for yourself and make sure that that stand you take is super duper strong. Never feel sad about making decisions that might upset other people. You are not responsible for their happiness. You are responsible only for yours. You as an individual know what you want, know what you need, and know what you love. Remember that in your mind. Now, there are several reasons why people tend to make the mistake of getting influenced by other people when it comes to making life decisions. In students, it's mostly the parental or peer pressure when it comes to academics and career-related aspects of life. Another important reason is the fear of being judged or mistaken by the people around you. In a research that was conducted in India in 2016, titled as Study of Stress and Parental Pressure in High School Students, the researchers were able to find out the number of students who are going through some kind of a parental or peer pressure in order to excel in their academics. For the study, almost 25% of the boys from the entire senior high school boys population and 75% of the girls from the entire senior high school girls population were taken into account. After the study was over, the researchers came to a conclusion that nearly 2/3, yes, you've heard that right, nearly 2/3 of this entire population were going through some kind of a parental or peer pressure in order to excel in their academics. From this 2/3, almost 1/3 of the students were seen to be having some kind of psychological disorders, which included depression, loneliness, examination-related stress, and anxiety. I am extremely grateful for not being one among those students who had to face this pressure in order to excel in the subjects that they do not enjoy studying. We often fall into the trap of others when it comes to making life decisions. Deep down inside, you will actually worry about not choosing what you actually wanted and end up sacrificing that. Never let that happen again. You should be in complete control of your life. You should learn to take a stand for yourself. If you don't, then you cannot expect anybody else to do it for you. Harley Davidson once rightly said, When writing the story of your life, never let anybody else hold the pen. You chart your own course and make sure that you do not stop until you reach the final destination. Start writing the chapters of your life with all your heart and make sure that you write it all by yourself. Thank you.